So Wednesday the 25th on the Compete program, we're starting the session with a block of snatch work. So again, just continuing the work that we're doing on a little bit of focus with the overhead stability. Snatch balance is a key movement that we're using right now. We're starting with EMOM for 7 minutes, 1 snatch balance at 8 out of 10 RPE. So we are increasing the feeling of these reps from the previous weeks, but I don't really want to stick to set percentages because it's very different. You could be a really great snatcher or power snatcher and have quite a poor snatch balance. It's just not the right movement for you, or you don't quite have that stability in the lockout, or vice versa. You could be excellent in the lockout, but you have some bad technical things going on with snatch. So those things don't really align. So 8 out of 10, it's gonna feel heavy. You're gonna have to really focus with every single rep, but you should still be able to allow some good speed and really good technical positions. So you're into that bottom position quickly, good locked, solid elbows, pushing up on the bar. So keeping those looking good. If you're going to failure on these, then it's obviously not 8 out of 10. You need to drop the ego and drop the weight and keep those at a good consistent level across those 7 minutes. Moving on to some percentage work for the power snatch and overhead squats, which should be pretty challenging, but nothing too difficult today. Just building some consistent reps there. And then finishing this snatch section with the snatch and overhead lunges, which should be very difficult. We actually haven't done this for a very long time, and it's something that I will try and get in a little bit more because I think it's a really difficult position to be in. So you're going to do the power snatch and remain with that wider grip and do 7.5 meters of lunges. If you're a little bit unsure, especially if you're someone who has poor lockout, poor overhead stability, then this weight on here is just a guideline. Go down and build across the sets up to this weight rather than only seeing this number and thinking you have to go there. It's just a guideline for someone that has, a good or normal amount of shoulder stability and overhead sort of capacity. If you know that that's a weakness of yours, then again, just drop the ego and drop the weight so that you can build up to that weight across the session and keep this effective. After the snatch, you're going to do the Metcon 15-12 963 of power cleans, toes to bar, and pistols. So it is kind of a sprint workout. The barbell will probably be in single still because it is a moderate load getting towards heavy for some athletes. There's no real benefit to touch and go, I don't think, on this. It's just going to fry the grip for the toes to bar. So what I would say is you're looking to go really fast single, so pushing the pace, and then looking to keep those toes to bar as close to unbroken as possible. And obviously, depending on how good you are with the pistol squat mobility, trying to push the pace because it is relatively small sets there. So it doesn't look so difficult on paper. It will be difficult if you do it properly. If you apply the right intensity, pushing the pace on all 3 movements, it of course will be difficult. So try and do that today. And then just finishing after a small rest after that workout, or if you want, you can flip these around. If ring muscle ups is a focus of yours, you can flip this around with the gymnastics before the Metcon if you want to. Every minute for 10 minutes, a set of ring and bar muscle ups. I've given some suggestions there of how you're going to break that up, but you're ideally looking for kind of like a 1-to-2 ratio of ring to bar muscle ups, okay, or something similar to that. Think about the total volume of each minute, so don't get too sort of cocky and be like, oh, I can definitely do 3 ring muscle ups on a minute, but of course that would be 3 ring muscle ups plus 4 bar muscle ups, so you're doing 7 muscle ups every minute. So make sure you consider the total volume that you're going to do. That will be 70 reps. So obviously if you think about it that way, that looks like quite a lot. So just take it down to a level that is going to challenge you, but you can apply some good technique to the reps. You can really practice the efficiency in both of those type of muscle ups as you get fatigued.